The first thing that we're going to want to do after we're done drawing our owl is we're going to start adding our patterns on the owl with our crayons. So again, a pattern is going to be anything repeated. So if I do a line like that, I would need to repeat that line. That's going to turn it into a pattern. So just do it over and over and over again. I'm going to do that inside of the belly until I have my belly filled up. After I'm done filling up the belly, we're going to move on to doing the wings. Now we'll choose a new color for the wings, and we're going to do a new pattern. So I've already done these kind of wavy lines on the belly, so I think maybe for the wing I'll do zigzags. So just kind of doing some zigzags again. You have to do the same thing more than one time. That's how we turn it into a pattern. If I just have one line like this on this side, there's not really a pattern. I just have a line. So to make it a pattern, you need to repeat it. You have to have it more than one time. So I just did some zigzag lines. Now my wings are done as well. And if you want to add on your eyes some colors, you can add starting from the middle of the eye. You can just kind of go out like that. Make some cool lines on the eyes, or if you wanted to do on the head somewhere, if you wanted to add a couple extra lines around the owl's eyes or somewhere by the eyebrows, you can add a couple little extra designs as well. But when we start painting today, we're going to see what's going to happen with those designs. So the first space that we're going to paint is going to be the belly. So we're going to paint the belly right here. This color is going to be yellow. Now, these paints that we're using are a lot like watercolors. You need to get your brush wet, get your paint wet. So just kind of mix it around in there. And then you can see that it's on your brush, and you can start painting. Now when I start painting, it's really cool because you can see it go right over those crayons that we've already used. So the crayons kind of block it from going on the paper, which is a pretty cool trick. I'm just going to fill in the whole belly with yellow. After we've got done with that, we also, while we have our yellow out, we also want to paint the owl's eyes yellow. Those are going to be a yellow color as well. And again, the eyelids, all those things were extra things. If you wanted to have those, you could, but they were just kind of extra things. If you had some room to add them, you could. I just had some little ones on mine, but I won't paint those. I'm only going to paint where the eyeballs are. So now I've got a yellow belly and eyeballs. And the rest of our owl, on the inside of our owl, is going to be brown. Now if you want to make you can make the beak orange. So maybe you want to do that step next while your color is still light. Paint that orange. But at this point still, you can see my water is not really that dirty, so I don't need to change it out yet. And then we're going to be using brown. Drop of water, drop of paint. I'm just going to paint my brown on, and you can see those colors just kind of pop out still with my brown. Drop of water, drop of paint. I'm just going to try and fill in the whole inside of my owl. Water, paint, paper. So again, you can see more water is going to make my color lighter. Less water will make my colors darker. And again, my brush isn't getting crazy. I'm brushing. I'm just kind of going in one direction. I'm not going everywhere and making my brush crazy and giving it a bad hair day. Just going in one direction. So we'll finish painting the rest of the inside of our owl, and the background we'll talk about in just a minute.